Don't even want to know what shape my armor's in. Not good. Not good would be the answer. Well, let's fix that. And let's see. I think I have enough equipment load for the foreseeable future and stamina for that matter. Especially when I do have the option of using Havel's ring. So, hey, more intelligence. Spells are nice. Now, as for attunements... I don't think we're going to be needing Flash Sweat for now. So let's see. Great Heavy Soul Arrows. Those things can really pack a punch. And let's say just more Heavy Soul Arrows. I'm not really liking Magic Weapon all that much because of that extra bit of time it takes to set it up. Okay, don't need the bow anymore. The catalyst in the left hand. We can give it a try. Yep. No more dragon, so no more soul grinding here, but it was 500 souls is such a pitiful amount to me at this point that I wasn't really using this to grind for souls anymore anyway. It was more of just a, hey, if I'm in the area, might as well grab them kind of thing. So I won't be having that anymore, but I get to say I killed the dragon, and I'm happy about that. Also need to go, now that I've closed and now reopened the game, we can head back down to where I fought the Hydra, and back in that little alcove there should be stuff, I think, unless I'm completely misremembering. The best way to get there from here would probably be going through the tower where I fought Havel. And actually, if I'm going to do that, then I may as well go across the now dragon-free bridge. I'm honestly kind of surprised that he didn't drop any dragon scales. That seems like it should be an obvious friggin' drop. Honestly, other than the Drake Sword, I don't think he dropped anything really of note. I don't know if that's just me not having great luck, or if there's just not a whole lot he can drop because they didn't expect you to fight him. Okay, no, that I think is the path to the lower undead bird. We need the other door. Be across the bridge from here. Across the wall where I fought the Taurus demon. Just now occurring to me that the cursor is right on the side of the screen there, and I am not in reach of the mouse, so guess what? We're all dealing with it, guys. Because Bill has gotten up to do something. He did not say what. He did not inform me when or if he was coming back. I'll get up and move it next time I get to a bonfire. Hun, could you move the mouse cursor out of the... Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. There we go. Thank you. Wait a minute. I can't hear you if you're not speaking into the mic because these headphones do kind of block most other noises.
So you didn't want anything from there?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Terry Isles don't tend to be my favorite place to eat, especially since I got food poisoning at one. Yeah. I'll find something else later. There we are. You're a nice golden color, I guess. And tough. Okay, yep. Ow. I don't have any pyromancies even attuned right now. I should probably fix that. Oh dear. Okay, you came in just short on that. Good. Hi.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulyssil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulyssil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Yes, yes, all the yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Okay. So I guess I can summon you. I was hoping I'd be able to buy some sorceries, but... And then I think if I, like, leave and reload the game again, you find her corpse in this area. And you can get some stuff. I think. Again, I have watched some challenge runs of this game, so I know a few things like that, and that's assuming that I was understanding it correctly, so I don't know for sure. But yeah, honestly, I don't feel bad knowing a few things like that, because to be honest, I'm not a big fan of having to completely shut the game off and turn it back on and come back to areas repeatedly to try to see stuff like that, because that's a very out of the way area. That's not a spot that most players are going to return to repeatedly. Because I remember the very first time I played this game years ago, like, yeah, I killed the Hydra and I went back there and I said, well, that's a weird alcove. Why isn't there anything back here? And then that was it. I never ever went back there. So I just completely missed that, because you have to completely reload the game to get stuff like that to move along. And it's just like, yeah, now I know that, so I do try to revisit areas, because I'm sure there are plenty of things like that that I don't know, but it's still not the best in my opinion. Anyway, I think I'm going to go for the bonfire that's near the Valley of the Drakes. Shut the game off and start it again. Because I'm here, and I guess I might as well. Otherwise, I'm probably going to forget, and I'd like to know what, if anything, spawns there. Would you please quit jumping near the NPC? Thank you. Hi. Sorry about that. Thought that was going to go horribly for a moment.
It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thine wishes.
Okay, at least that gesture makes sense.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth. The sorceries of Ulasil differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Ulasil's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies? The sorceries of Ulasil. It is Ulasil. Thine. Dost thou...
Okay. So, some more stealthy options, I guess. Does that actually make enemies less aggressive, or would that purely be a PvP thing? Okay, the light could definitely be useful, thank you. Especially when I go to the catacombs, that place is pitch dark. I mean, I have the ability to just use a repair box for a negligible amount of souls, so... yeah, I'll take Hidden Body and see if it might be useful against... And for that, I'm going to have to compare magic adjustment, because the scaling on intelligence is a lot worse than just the basic catalyst, but its base magic adjustment might be higher, so it might still be worth it for a while, but let me check.
If thou art in need, pray summon me again. I only wish to be of some genuine assistance. May the flames guide thee.
Yeah, it is better for me for now because that has a magic adjust of 158 and the Ulsite one had a magic adjust of 180. So for now, the Ulsite one would be better, but if I keep investing into intelligence, at some point this catalyst will be the better option. But it's only 1,000 souls, so...
It is an... I shall...
So, thank you.
If thou art in need, pray summon me again. I only wish to be of some genuine assistance. May the flames guide thee.
Yeah, we'll use this for the time being. You get the feeling then that makes this particular catalyst kind of the go-to if you don't intend to invest very much in intelligence, like you just want the minimum to cast maybe a few of the buffs like magic shield and maybe a few soul arrows or something. You know, you just want the simple spells and you don't plan on investing that much into intelligence. Well, here's a catalyst that has a really decent just base magic adjustment so that you can focus more on your physical stats. But at a certain point, if you're actually investing heavily into intelligence, it ends up not being a great option. Interesting. Well, for now, for me, it's a bonus, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, and maybe I should invest more in Dex for a bit then. Part of that, too, just depends on if I run into any spells that I want to use that require higher intelligence, because I'm sure some do require a significant investment anyway. And I'm gonna quit and reload the game again and see if that got the corpse that I'm thinking of to spawn. Yep, there it is. I have no idea if this stuff is actually even going to be useful, but I knew it was a thing. So it was driving me mental that I couldn't get it to work. But yeah, apparently you need to free Dusk, and then summon her, and talk to her, and then reload the game. And you might even need to reload the game to get her summon sign to appear, I'm not sure. There's a lot of just quitting and reloading the game to get things to happen for this chunk. Crown of Dusk, antiquated dress, gloves, and skirt. Alright, well, let's have a look. Crown of Dusk. Well, to the surprise of no one, the defenses are and resistances are much, much worse with the exception of curse resist. The weight is better. Special magic crown bestowed upon Dusk, Princess of Ulciel, upon her birth. Its wearer is blessed by all manner of magic, and raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic, but the damage suffered by magic attacks also rises. Okay, that could be good if I end up in a situation where I just need a bit more damage. I don't think it's going to be my go-to, but sure, I'll carry it. Antiquated dress. All defenses except magic are terrible. And curse resist, I guess, if you really need that. The weight is good. Yeah, I guess if you need, like, extremely light armor, or if you're playing Fashion Souls. Granted, I mean, skirt's not a terrible option if you really need magic defense, but to be honest, the black leather boots, although the black leather boots are coming in at, you know, like +6. So if I really, really need curse resist for some reason, maybe. I might also see how well it scales when you upgrade it, but if it's upgradable, not everything is. So let's go see if I can take out that weird panther thing. It's kind of the only part of Darkroot Basin that I can think of that, or Darkroot Basin or Darkroot Garden, that I haven't been in yet. After that, I guess the options are Blighttown, or the Catacombs, or going back to the Undead Asylum. So those are our options as far as I can think. So which of those would you like to see?
Go to Blighttown.
Why are you just picking the ones that
Fine, go to Catacombs.
No. You said Blighttown, so that's where I'm going.
I'm
but-
in an ornery mood today.
Well, honestly, I kind of want to see what the Undead Asylum is like when you return to it. Because
Oh,
that
yeah,
one
that'll
I
be
just
cool.
legitimately don't know, but...
I wonder what's in there now. Imagine if you have to fight at least two. What if you have to fight like two of the asylum demons at the same time or something?
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Or four.
Oh, thank you,
Six.
Bill. You can stop now.
Maybe.
Alright. Oh, there it is. Okay, you weird freaking cat thing. Come on. There's its... Do that attack again. Well, 2,000 souls isn't terrible. Oh god, there's two of them. Oh god, ow. Alright, well that's gonna be a real fun thing to try to figure out a way past. Their only attack that's really terrible is that roll that they do to close distance. Because if you don't dodge that properly, it hits like a truck. No, but not to the Valley of the Drakes, the other way. Honestly, the one at the top of the cliff that goes through the door that used to be sealed would probably be a little bit faster than coming up from this one. And I would have 10 Estus flasks instead of 5. It's just going to be slightly annoying because it means that there's going to be a lot of enemies that I have to fight coming from that direction. Like this direction, there's not a whole lot of fighting that I have to do other than like past the crystal golems. But you also have to wade through a crap ton of water and up a bunch of ladders, and it's quite slow. So I'm just going to go to the other bonfire so I can approach from the other direction. Overall a slightly shorter trip, and I get to have 10 Estus flasks instead of 5. On that note, I'd like to make sure I'm at full health, because then I think I can at least survive one of the rolling attacks. I think I see some of the mushrooms too, so I'm gonna have to try to be mindful of that. Oh god, there's a second one coming in. Down here. Have some cover. Well, you're stuck. I can get behind that. Now, there were 3 last time total, right? I killed one and then two of them rolled into me at the same time and I died. Well, this time there were two, which has me feeling ever so slightly hopeful that maybe those things don't respawn. Which would be great. Okay, well that guy's been looted, which is usually a pretty sure sign I've already been over this way. Yeah, but then that across that bridge is where we fought Sif. Okay, well, I kind of was hoping that would maybe lead somewhere new. Apparently not. So, back out through here. And unless the mushrooms drop something amazing, I'm not ticking them off. Well, I think unless something else opens up in this area, we have now done everything that we can do in the Darkroot Garden or Basin. I mean, it's always possible that I've missed something, but... I think I'm going to actually start working on either dexterity or more vitality thoughts. Because the catalyst that I bought from Dusk has really good base magic adjustment. It just has worse scaling. So with my current level of intelligence, it's actually better than the Sorcerer's Catalyst. So, I mean, I think at some point investing in intelligence would make the other catalyst better. But for the time being, we don't really need more.
So, Dex, unless
More
you need
health.
the health. If you feel you need the health, take the health, but otherwise Dex would probably be better for more damage.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dex until we hit something where...
Where you're getting, like, one-shotted again?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
So I see that you're...
Oh, you again?
Why'd they leave you here?
I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
They said they were going to the
Your
catacombs.
Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so. Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
Well, I mean, on one hand, you're still here if I wanted to buy miracles, but I don't really. So, the fastest way to get back where we were... Because I don't want to enter Blight... I need to enter Blighttown from both directions anyway, because there are items that you only really get coming from the depths. So, we're gonna go this way to start. You guys. Just go falling off into the void there. to assume that at least some of these things are kind of what happens when the Hollows were either maybe a bit more skilled or stronger in life, or maybe it's just what happens after you've been Hollow for long enough. You're coming up, I guess. Night. Gonna move because none of this is up to code. Hi. Lost undead. Oddly enough, as unpleasant as it is, the weird greenish light actually does make it easier to see than once you get out into the areas that don't really have it, or much of any light at all. Okay, made it. Blighttown. So that's where I found you. I'll admit, this is one that I was thinking might suit this build pretty well, and I couldn't quite remember where I'd found it last time, so glad I finally did. But yep, needs the 14 strength and the 20 dex, so I remembered its requirements correctly. Won't be super duper impressive right now because it's not upgraded at all, so I'm not going to switch to it yet, but once I get a chance to take it back to the smith and get it up to at least +5, probably higher, which probably means I'm going to have to kill a bunch more leeches, yay, then it should be pretty dang good. So I remember it being fast, it scales very nicely off of dex, and it causes bleed. So I'm dropping down there and hoping for the best. I can climb down there. However, there's a bonfire over here. I'm going to make use of because I would prefer to be respawning here when I inevitably misjudge a gap or just can't see because it's so freaking dark and fall into the abyss.